What's the hardest game that you could think of? Dark Souls? Crash Bandicoot? Yeah, okay, probably one of those two. But no! It's Cuphead. My original plan was to make a Cuphead retrospective, but that would take up too much time and effort, so instead I wanted to beat the game in under 100 deaths. And it just so happens that this all took place within one 6-hour time period. So strap in, dear viewer, as I take a break from Valorant so I can play an actual good game. I'm assuming you all know what Cuphead is, but for those who hate good video games, Cuphead is a boss rush 2D platformer where your goal is to shoot the LSD-induced nightmares until your consciousness tells you that you've won. Now, there are also bullet hells, which are probably the easiest part of the game as you can shrink to avoid taking damage, but there are also run and guns, which is your typical 2D platformer, except if you don't get all the shiny coins, Pork Rind is going to raise your taxes. Okay, I think I got everything working. I'm not sure. I'm keeping my yearly tradition of streaming like once every 2 weeks, or more like once every 2 months, because my computer has Wi-Fi issues, so I think I got it stable enough to actually play the game. Oh, and by the way, this is all streamed live at twitch.tv/LEGO101. After steamrolling through the tutorial, I received 3 free coins from an apple. Pork Rind then offered me a gun, which I gladly accepted. I then proceeded to use that gun to kill a bunch of vegetables and the Battletoads before picking up the only super ability that I will be using throughout the entire playthrough. After that, I flew through my first run and gun level, curb stomped the slime from Dragon Quest, killed the moon, and struggled with my second run and gun stage and this stupid flower. Oh, Jesus! And then it hit me. This was gonna be easy. With a quarter of the game done and only 7 deaths to show for it, I would have no problem beating the game in under 100. And so, with newfound confidence, I strutted into Aisle 2 and quickly began chipping away at the levels. Starting off, I faced Pennywise's lost cousin as he claimed a couple of my lives before ultimately realizing that he is the first boss of Aisle 2 and therefore never stood a chance. I then ran into unexpected camera issues, which would persist throughout the run. Yeah, register here if I go, Hey, that is what it is! After switching back to my shitty old laptop camera, I struggled against Diabetes Incarnate before claiming yet another soul contract. But quickly, after giving up the chat peer pressure, I quickly swapped in my new broken face cam and wasted 5 minutes doing setup. I then took on Jafar as I realized, why the fuck is my camera so big? After disposing of the Wizard of Oz, I then got my second super ability that will never see the light of day. I then proceed to dispose of a bird, incinerate a carnival, and eat so many shrooms to the point where somehow I end up on the ceiling. Welcome. I still have to fight the dragon. I don't want to fight the dragon. The dragon sucks. Alright, after this I'm gonna take a break and eat dinner. Oh, you poor, sweet, naive child. You really thought you could take a break so soon? Little did I know that I'd be entering my own personal hell. A boss fight that would take what little sanity I had left away. This motherfucker's level is not only a long fight, but a fight that you can never stop moving. You stop, you die. It's as simple as that. Death after death after death, slowly but surely inching my way closer to the ending of the level, but never quite reaching it. I could get to the final stage, but I couldn't run away and shoot the dragon at the same time. I was stuck. After so many deaths, I didn't think I could beat him. So I didn't. I left and I went to the one man that could understand me. Pork Rind. And there, he poured me a drink and gave me the solution I had been looking for. A gun. A gun that lets you shoot backwards. Perfect for this scenario. And so, with the power of alcoholism, I stormed into the dragon's tower and shot it right between its eyes. Yes! After putting the bastard in the ground where he belongs, I pushed past King Dice to enter the endgame, Aisle 3. But not before doing some thinking. That dragon killed me like 20 times, and now I have to do all of Aisle 3 and the final 2 bosses with 55 lives if I want to beat it under 100 deaths. And so, with a big heart and an even bigger body count, I stormed into Aisle 3,
ready to shoot whoever got in my way. Aisle 3 is intimidating. Well, not at the start. The first boss requires you to play doodle jump in order to kill a hive of bees. Ultimately, their efforts were useless because I'm the main character. And I have a gun. Sudden tone shift to ancient Greece where, you guessed it, I ran toward the right and shot everything in my way.
Damn, this game gets repetitive to explain.
It was at this point when I realized I was 75% through the game, and I only had 5 minutes and 27 seconds of a video to show for it. So explaining repetitive gameplay is boring, right? Then why the fuck are you still here? It seems like I've fallen into a stale system. Meet, fight, get their soul contracts so I can give them to the devil so we can slave them for all eternity. Boring crap like that. Wait, what are we doing? Hold on, that's kind of messed up. Back on track, and my, this game has gotten a bit easy for your video game pro over here. Captain Greybeard had a predictable pattern, so he went down pretty easy. I then had a lovely conversation with chat as I slogged through yet another run and gun level.
I played with my best friend. We've been best friends for about 5 years. We were at each other's throats. Every time one of us died, we would be like yelling at each other, screaming at each other. My best friend and I, we would always yell at each other, and then as soon as we beat the boss, we'd act like we were best friends again. So
this one, however, gave me trouble as it just throws everything it can at you, and you kind of just have to sit there and take it. But at the end, you have to ride on a whatever the hell that is, and that will carry you to the end of the level. The only problem was that level killed me 16 times, and with more bosses on Aisle 3, King Dice, and the Devil, I was starting to get nervous. Now, I didn't start this playthrough with this goal in mind, but I need justification for why I don't go outside. So here we are. But luckily, right after that, I got to play a ghost level. And those are free
panic, fuck. That's...
Fuck. Well, I got it on my next try, so we're gonna pretend like I haven't been doing this for 3.5 hours straight. Yep. Next try. After the easiest level I've ever played, I decided to take a quick break to save my diminishing sanity. But don't worry, I left my viewers with something to entertain themselves with. I need better material. And we're back, jumping straight into the boss fight with Dr. Wily, as somehow we've gone from fishing docks to a ruined city. But not to worry, dear viewer, I still haven't found good pacing for this script, so guess what? We're skipping this boss fight because nothing interesting happened. Cuphead then decided to beat up the theater kid because this is the 50s. And with only a quarter of my lives left, I entered the final 4 bosses. We start with the ghost train, as the pattern is pretty simple. Parry to move the cart and shoot the skeleton. Yet somehow I couldn't get this right and died more times than I should have. Eventually though, he went down, and I got ready to play my last shoot 'em up stage. Next is Medusa, and while she is the final shoot 'em up level, she ultimately fell to an over-caffeinated child at 11:30 at night. But none of that matters. Now with only 16 lives to spare, I had to beat both King Dice and the Devil. Not an easy feat. King Dice has his own special kind of boss fight. You roll a dice and you get one of 3 options. Option 1, a free space. Nothing happens, and you roll again. Option 2, a heart up. You get an extra heart, but the problem is, they're very scarce. The third option is a boss fight. You fight one of 6 bosses, each with varying levels of difficulty. And after all of that, you have to fight the king at the end. A time-consuming fight only there to make you anxious. But nevertheless, I clicked go, and started chipping away at the level.
Oh wait, why did I go for a 1? I'm stupid!
Why did I want a 1? I tried to get 3. Why did I go for a 1?
The fight itself is a decent challenge, but the stress of getting really far into a run and then dying causes sloppy gameplay that plagued me throughout the fight.
Ah. That's it. Friends over.
But God finally had mercy on me, and after 8 deaths, dice went down.
No, I'm throwing. Please kill him. Go down. Go down, you piece of shit. Just go down, please, for the love of God. Ah, it took fucking 30 minutes.
But I couldn't relish in my victory for long, because I only had 10 lives left to beat the devil.
I don't think my goal of under 100 is happening today. It really sucks, but. You know, just like YouTube video out of it. You know? Great. This is unintentional, but. Alright, fuck you, henchman. Actually, please die. Whoever made this little shit part of the boss fight, I actually hate them. I know it's somebody's job, and they did a pretty good job at it, but like, god damn, I hate them. See the purple fuck coming. Yeah. Horrifically, please. What? Fucking sucks. Yes! Oh! 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 98! 98 deaths! Cuphead is done! Oh my god!
And just like that, it was over. 98 deaths, 75 audio clips, 8 hours of editing, and 1 playlist of songs that I didn't make. Beating Cuphead in under 100 deaths solidifies my place indoors, because trees are scary. But with all that said, thank you for watching. This took way too long to make, and this is my first time trying this style. So please, let me know how you think it went. And once again, thank you for watching.
The DLC after this. The end. Absolutely worth it.